and welcome. My name is Sabrina. I'm so excited for you to be joining me here today on the mat. To begin, come in easy seat. Inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky, and then exhale, shifting your weight towards the right, planting that right palm onto the mat. Reaching that left arm over your head. Inhale, bringing that left elbow down. Exhale, reaching the left arm over your head. Inhale, left elbow down. Exhale, reaching it over. And then one more time. Inhale, left elbow down. Exhale, reaching over. Really breathing into your left side body here. And then bringing your both arms straight out in front of you towards the right. Breathing into your lower back. Expanding, bringing more awareness into your body with each breath. And then coming back up. Inhale, reaching the arms up, and then this time taking it over to the opposite side. Reaching that right arm up and over your head. Inhale, right elbow down. Exhale, right arm over. Inhale, elbow down. Exhale, arm over your head. One more time. Right elbow down and then over your head. Breathing into the right side body here. And then bringing both arms straight out in front of you, but towards the left side. Allowing yourself with each exhalation to simply let go. And then making your way back up onto your mat. And then coming into our butterfly pose. So bringing the soles of the feet together. And you can also bring blocks in front of you to rest your head on, like I'm doing. But you don't have to, it's completely up to you. You can also bring the blocks underneath your knees for more support. And then start to bring the knees up and down in a little bit of a motion, warming up the hips. And then begin to fold forward from your hips, keeping your spine nice and straight. And then resting your head either on the mat or on the blocks in front of you. Or if you're on your arms, on your hands, that's totally okay. Wherever you are, making sure to keep your spine nice and straight. And allowing yourself to simply let go here. And perhaps setting an intention for yourself for today's practice. What would you like to bring in today? Is there anything that you would like more of? Or perhaps something you would like to let go? Setting your intention and breathing it in and exhaling away anything that is not serving your peace. Allowing your body to begin to relax, any muscle tension starting to slowly melt away. Really becoming present and aware of this moment, wherever you may be. Simply allowing yourself to show up exactly where you are on your mat, and that is more than good enough. And then exhale, making your way back up, and then bringing a little bit of blood flow into the legs, windshield wiping the legs from side to side. and then making your way into cat-cow, keeping the hips over your knees. Inhale, arching the spine, look up. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. And just doing this at your own pace and really allowing yourself to feel that movement through your spine, your shoulders, your neck. Inhale, reaching the right arm up towards the sky, and then exhale, bringing it underneath your left arm, coming into thread the needle. And keeping your hips over your knees here, and allowing yourself to simply melt into this pose. Keeping the back feet, the tops of the feet firmly planted on the ground. So keeping that awareness as you're in this pose. And then making your way back up, and then simply taking it to the opposite side. Inhale, reaching that left arm up, and then threading it underneath the right arm as the right arm begins to extend out in front of you. And once again, hips over knees, keeping the tops of your back feet, the tops of your feet pressed into the mat. And if you can't go down all the way, that's okay. Just making sure to keep your hips as square as possible in this pose. And then once you're ready, coming back up and taking a child's pose. And we're going to be moving through an up dog and child's pose. So coming into upward facing dog and then back into child's pose. And just flowing between these two movements. Once again, opening up and waking up our spine. So really moving fluidly and taking whatever variation feels comfortable for you. And then making your way up into downward facing dog and pedaling out your legs, maybe rocking from side to side if that feels good for you. Maybe even shaking your head, nodding it yes and nodding it no. And then inhale, reaching your left leg up towards the sky, and then opening up your hips, circling the knee, and then stepping that left leg forward, coming into a low lunge. And before we get into our low lunge, rocking forward and back with your legs just a little bit, forward and back. And then once you're ready, dropping your right knee onto the mat, and then coming up if you'd like, and bringing your palms either onto your left thigh or bringing those arms up towards the sky, and whatever's comfortable for you. You can always keep your hands on blocks as well on the ground. And then exhale, straightening your left leg out and warming it up. So coming back into lunge and then straightening your left leg, and just doing this a few times, and then straightening out your left leg and holding here for a few breaths. Starting to feel and breathe into your left leg. And you can take the stretch a little bit deeper by grabbing your left foot and twisting, twisting the toes in towards the right. And this is going to stretch the outer side of your foot and ankle. And then walking your left foot towards the edge of your mat, coming into your lizard. And if you want to take it further, you can always do a slight twist and look up towards the sky, towards the left side. And to go even deeper into the quads, you can grab and reach for your right foot. Being mindful of how you're feeling and doing whatever feels comfortable for you. And then stepping back into plank and downward facing dog. Inhale, reaching the right leg up towards the sky, and then opening up the right hip, so taking hip circles. And then whenever you're ready, stepping your right foot in front of the mat. Coming into your low lunge. Before getting into it, rocking back and forth. And then bringing your left knee onto the mat. And then settling into your low lunge. Feeling that opening in your hip flexor. And breathing into any areas of tension. And then shifting your hips back and straightening your right leg. Inhale, low lunge, exhale, straightening your right leg, and doing this a few times at your own pace. Warming up your hamstring, and then settling into the pose, so straightening your right leg. And then if you'd like to take the foot stretch or the ankle stretch, you can twist the right toes in towards the left with your left hand. And then making your way into lizard, so bringing the right foot towards the edge of your mat and opening up to the right side. You can start to bring your right palm onto your right thigh and start to open up towards the right side, so a little bit of a twist. And being mindful of where your body's at today. So just doing whatever feels comfortable for you. And then stepping back into plank and downward facing dog. And then making your way down into a seated position and taking a hip opening stretch, but also opening our shoulders. So begin to bring your left foot towards your right hip and then crossing your right leg over your left knee, keeping the knees aligned in this pose. That's going to be really important in keeping our hips square, or as square as possible. And then you can either take a strap, or you don't have to take a strap. If you can bring both of your hands behind your back, that's perfectly okay. But I'm going to be using the strap for today's stretch. Bringing your left arm behind you and pointing your left elbow up towards the sky, and then bringing your right arm behind you and seeing if you can begin to clasp your hands together behind your back. Just allowing yourself to feel that opening in your shoulders and your hips. Noticing any areas of tension and simply breathing it away. and then coming into a twist. So begin to twist over towards the right. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, twisting towards the right. Bringing that left elbow in front of the right knee. And facing the right, looking over towards the right. Starting to wake up the body, starting to fire up the metabolism. And then exhale, coming out of the pose, straightening out your left leg. And keeping your right leg bent in front of you. Inhale, and then exhale, begin to fold forward from your hips, keeping your left foot flexed in front of you. And this is a really great stretch for your inner thigh. Breathing in and letting go. Coming back to this moment, this awareness, and exhale. Coming back up and just taking the sequence to the other side, stacking your knees on top of each other, but this time the left knee is on top of the right knee. And then once again taking the strap if you would like, and this time reaching that right arm up and behind your back. So your right shoulder or your right elbow is pointed up towards the ceiling. And then your left arm is behind your back. And seeing if you can begin to clasp your hands together behind your back. And even as you're using the strap, beginning to find that release in your shoulders. And trying to keep your back as tall as possible. And then coming into your twist, inhale, reaching the arms up, exhale, twisting over towards the left side. So right elbow in front of the left knee, looking over towards the left side. Taking a deep breath in and a long exhalation. And then coming back to center, and this time stretching and lengthening your right leg out at a diagonal in front of you, and keeping your right foot flexed. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, begin to fold forward from your hips, keeping your spine nice and straight as you bend forward. And once again, noticing any areas of tension or tightness, and breathing into those areas. And wherever you are today on your mat is exactly where you are supposed to be. And over time, your flexibility will improve. It's the continuous practice of yoga that helps us grow, not only on our mats, but also off the mat. And then exhale, coming back up. And then grabbing a bolster if you have one, we're going to be taking a supported bridge. Or grabbing a pillow if you have a pillow, or rolling up a blanket, and then bringing the bolster underneath your hips. And then coming into a bridge pose, so ankles underneath your knees. And then once you're comfortably in your bridge pose, you can begin, if it's comfortable, you can begin to extend your legs in front of you. And you can also begin to clasp the elbows up and over your head if that's comfortable, and just allowing yourself to feel really lengthened and long here. Everything opening and stretching. And if at any point your lower back feels like it's in pain, please come out of this pose, or staying in a regular bridge is also a great alternative. And finding a sense of balance. Of emotional, physical, mental balance. Is there anything you can do to bring more balance into your life? Anything that can help you feel more at peace and at ease? Feeling your heart opening as you're in this pose. Your entire body is open and expanded. And then making your way into Shavasana. So taking your bolster or pillow or blanket out from underneath your hips, and then making your way into Shavasana. If you'd like to, feel free to grab a blanket that's comfortable for you, and simply start to become aware of every part in your body, any points of contact with your body and the mat. And just notice that. Where does your body meet the mat? And begin to feel that support from the earth, coming up from underneath the earth into your body. Knowing that however your day may go, or however it has gone, if you're doing this practice in the evening, that you're going to be okay. Because you are more than enough. You are exactly and uniquely you. Breathing in and taking a slow and long exhalation. Starting to slow your breath down and to simply be. And then starting to gently wake up your body and maybe stretching your arms overhead in front of you, reaching your body long from both sides. Pencil stretch. And then exhale, coming in, rolling onto one side and then making your way back up. Coming back to easy seats. Let's end our practice together by placing your hands on your heart and taking this moment to send yourself gratitude, thanking yourself for taking the time to do something good for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.